Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV. It's time for a review of the 6th studio album by rock band Taking Back Sunday, their first release on an independent label, aka Hopeless Records, one of my favorite record labels in over 10 years, I believe now. They've been with Warner Brothers for a long time, probably a little bit too long. I would have liked to have seen that self-titled record been released independently because it did not get promoted very well, and I feel like that's the reason it didn't do well commercially. But anyways, the past is the past. I was really excited for this new record, Happiness Is. I was excited about it not only after hearing Flicker Fade, but also after finding out that it was produced by a longtime producer for Brand New, Mike Sapone. He's someone that I really thought did a good job with a lot of their stuff, and even though I'm not a huge Brand New fan, I always liked what they were doing with their sound. Here on Happiness Is, I think he did a really good job of kind of toning their sound, making it sound a little bit different. Some tracks feel very nostalgic, something that would be classic Taking Back Sunday, something you might have heard from them 10 years ago. And at the same time, you also hear other things that sound totally fresh, and then of course there's a few bad apples in there that just don't sound like Taking Back Sunday at all. Let's go through this thing track by track. I felt that was the best way to review this record, just to kind of make sure I don't skip over anything. If you'd like to see my reviews on Taking Back Sunday's self-titled record or their album Louder Now, check the links in the description down below, along with my Twitter, Facebook, and my vlog channel. The first track on the album, other than the intro, which doesn't really do anything for me. It's one of those kind of, I feel like, a filler track. I mean, sure, it kind of gets you hyped up for the record because it builds suspense, but Flicker Fade is what really kicks off this record. It was released as the lead single from Happiness Is, and it's been growing on me ever since then. I initially really liked this song, but now that like has turned into a love. The raw aggression and passion and emotion presented on this track counts for some of the band's best effort in this category in albums, probably since Louder Now was the last time that I heard this much emotion. I'm definitely not discrediting their last two records. I loved New Again and their self-titled record, and not to say that they weren't passionate, but I feel like maybe emotionally they've reconnected with their older styles, their older way of writing music and songs a lot more here on Happiness Is, and especially with this track, Flicker Fade. Absolutely love hearing their guitarist John Nolan yelling on this track, and this top-notch performance from really the entire band. Stood a Chance takes us back to the old Taking Back Sunday days in terms of sound, lyrics. It feels like something that could have fit on Tell All Your Friends, honestly, and I absolutely love that. The band sounds like they're having more fun than they have in years on this track, and it's just filled with upbeat guitars, bass, and drum rhythms over these somewhat dark, but still I don't take myself too seriously styled lyrics. It's definitely a highlight that deserves to be listened to by any longtime fan. The next track is called All the Way, and it's a rare misfire from the group in my opinion. Just one that just totally doesn't connect or hit with me in a good way on any level. It just doesn't fit with the flow of the rest of Happiness Is. I'm not saying that maybe if it was released on a different album where they had more songs in this vein, but for Happiness Is, I think All the Way is just not a good fit. I heard the next track called Beat Up Car described as a typical Taking Back Sunday song. I'm gonna have to strongly disagree on this one. Sure, it's gonna sound familiar because it's Taking Back Sunday, and they're not one of those bands that feels the constant need to be tweaking and playing with their sound every album and constantly reinventing themselves. But I think that it is something that really puts out a new vibe, in my opinion. It's got a little bit of an edgier feel to it guitar-wise. I really like the vocals and even the lyrics. It's just fun, it's relatable, and it's something about just take me anywhere, basically. Get away, explore, and go in this beat up car. Definitely a favorite from me, punchy guitars throughout, and a really solid vocal performance from Adam Lazzara. It Takes More is a more vulnerable track that definitely showed some potential, but kind of sort of loses itself in lackluster lyrical content. And it really sucks when songs do that to themselves, kind of. It's very repetitive, and it's something that I'm not really connecting with lyrically, but it does have a lot of solid musical moments, and it just sucks when a song has so much potential, but it kind of gets brought down by something else. I think Adam did a great job writing the majority of this record, but this is just one of those where it just kind of seemed like something that kind of got thrown in last minute. Taking Back Sunday fans do not want to miss the next two tracks on this record, especially the next one, They Don't Have Any Friends. This track throws off a grittier vibe and really sees Adam getting passionate with what he's singing about, especially along lines like, "I'm not angry, I'm not anything at all." The guitars pack a hard punch here on this track and really stand out as some of Nolan and Eddie Reyes' best performances guitar-wise on the entire record, Happiness Is. The other track that I was talking about that you don't want to miss is called Better Homes and Gardens, and it's just a bitter testament to an unfortunate situation caused by separation from your significant other. It's rare to see so much passion flow out of one Taking Back Sunday track, but it's something that you just do not want to miss. Extremely well written, some of the best lyrics I've seen from Lazara in quite a while, and it's really easy for the listener to really lose themselves in. And at least with the story, I found myself really paying attention to what he was singing, the music that just fit it so well. The harder you listen to it, I should say, the more you're going to connect with it and just really get entertained by this track. You're going to get so much more out of it if you truly dig deeper. Like You Do is a track that really enters nostalgia mode once again, and I could with this track understand some people saying, yeah, this sounds like a traditional Taking Back Sunday song. It does. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing that I'm saying that, I don't think. But I just think it's something that will not stick with you for a long time. The next track is called We Were Younger Then, and it's got kind of an odd flow to it that kind of counteracts its good moments sometimes because it feels a little bit off pace. But at the same time, I really do like its more aggressive moments. Its chorus is really strong, and it just really erupts and spills out a lot of cool things, but unfortunately it's something it's good as a whole, just not something great. Closing out this record, we've got the track Nothing at All. It's a distant track that kind of feels like Lazara is longing for something that has been long unfulfilled. He sings, "I hate the rules, but I still play the game" on this track that definitely serves its purpose as a closing track. Happiness Is proves that the group is still capable of making something really entertaining, some entertaining tunes that their fans will, for the most part, really and truly enjoy. But it may leave others like myself wanting a little bit more out of things. The record has a weird balance between its more aggressive tracks and the slow ones, and it's easy to say that they're at their best when they're being a little bit more aggressive and playing a little bit harder, getting a little bit grittier and dirtier, and as a result, this album feels a little bit unbalanced. The majority of the record really does go over well with me, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 overall. What did you guys think of Happiness Is, the 6th studio album by Taking Back Sunday? I can't believe they've been around as long as they have. They've never put out a record that I did not enjoy for the most part. Leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. The album is streaming on Pandora right now and on Hopeless Records' YouTube channel. If you'd like to check that out, I will include the YouTube link down below. Thanks for watching this review, guys, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, show your support. We're about to cross 6,000 subscribers. That's absolutely insane to me, but thank you so much, guys, for watching and sticking with me. Foster the People's Supermodel review coming very soon, along with the Pretty Reckless Going to Hell. And I will see you very soon right here on Album Review TV, Beyond the Reviews.